video. Today, as you can tell by the title of the video, we're gonna be getting the tow rig ready to be able to tow the 240 to the track. Got everything loaded up in the back. I'm gonna head over to Janelle's house. He's gonna help me out. The truck's ready to tow, but there's a few things I want to do to it before we take a 4-hour round trip in this car towing the 240 in the back with the trailer. Let me head over to Janelle's and then I'll show you guys what we're gonna be doing to the truck in this video. All right, made it to Janelle's house already. Got the truck ready to work on it. Janelle's gonna be working on his stepdad's fuel pump, but I'm gonna get started on this already. It drives fine and everything. There's a couple things I want to fix on it. 3 main things I have to get done today. I need to drop the drive shaft because the drive shaft needs to be re-greased because I have a weird clunking every single time I put the car into drive. I just want to fix that. I don't want to be driving the truck like that anymore. I have new tie rods for the front because the steering is way too loose on this truck.
Have you checked if it's the U-joints?
No, but I'm pretty sure it's a regreasing.
We'll find out today.
Yeah, we'll find out today. I don't think it's the U-joints because I think these trucks have a common problem where the spline of the drive shaft where it goes into the transmission, it needs grease. And it wears out and dries out over time. And I'm pretty sure this truck has never been re-greased. And whenever I step on the gas, there's like a clunky noise underneath the truck. So it's not a bad clunky noise, but I just don't want to wear out the splines and anything. So I've been meaning to do it for a while. I just haven't had the space because this truck doesn't fit in the garage. But shout out to Janelle for letting me use his tools in the space. So today we're gonna drop the drive shaft on it, re-grease it. That's number 1. 2, I'm gonna replace the tie rods, like I said, because I don't know if I ever showed it. I'll show it right. Oh, I probably not be able to show anymore. But basically when I was driving on the freeway, I could literally spin the wheel like this and it would just go straight. Like there was so much play in the wheel. I know that these trucks have a steering box and there's a steering nut on it that you can tighten and that adjusts the steering. So I'm gonna do that as well. But we looked at the truck last time and it does need new tie rods. They're not completely shot, but it does need new ones. So I got the tie rods as well. Hopefully that makes the truck drive a little bit better. And then the last thing, like you guys saw at the beginning of this video, we have a 12,000 pound winch and the winch mount. I also got an LED light for free because Harbor Freight had like a crazy special. So this LED bar is gonna get mounted in the rear. Not in this video because I don't have the brackets, but hopefully Janelle can help me figure out how to wire that and figure out how to wire all the winch and stuff. Let's get started on dropping the drive shaft on this truck, lifting it and all that. I might not even have to lift the truck, to be honest. I might be able to sneak underneath.
Honestly, probably not.
All right, let me get started taking off the drive shaft and show you guys how it needs to be re-greased. Dang, that shit loud. All right, I'm underneath the car. Here's the drive shaft. I think this part just slips out of the transmission. This part just slips out of the transmission, so I don't have to worry about this. But then as you follow the drive shaft down, I have this carrier bearing right here, this transmission mount. There's a nut on the other side of this, I think. So I think I have to remove the nut on this side right here, and then this will come off. So then the drive shaft will drop down here. And then the only thing I have to detach is on this side. Ow! The only thing I have to detach on this side is these 2 bolts right here, and then this cap comes off, and then same thing on this side. And I think then, yeah, then this will separate the U-joint from the differential. I'm gonna remove this bracket first and then remove that down there, and then the whole drive shaft should just slide out. Wish me luck. I don't even have to put the truck on jack stands. I fit underneath here barely. Got a jack right here so that when this comes loose it won't fall on me. I just gotta take this bolt out. They weren't tight at all. It was just, I already got one off, but I left it on there hand tight so it wouldn't fall. I got the drive shaft loose. I just pick it up like that. It's on the jack stand. Now I gotta disconnect this over here. So just those 4 bolts I told you, they're 11s. Hopefully it just cracked loose. The car's on park right now, so this shouldn't spin. And then those caps should come off. But the only thing I'm worried about is, like, I heard that whatever this is, I heard those could pop open and like the guide needles or whatever inside could just spring out because they're spring loaded. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, I gotta remove these bolts and then the drive shaft should just come off of the diff, and then I gotta slide it out of the transmission, and it should slide out pretty easy because there's no grease inside the actual transmission, obviously. And I'm pretty sure that's why it's clanking. So let me get these bolts out. Alright, so it seems that the Allison drive shafts for the Duramaxes and the 8.1s is different than the like regular Silverados, because in the regular Silverados there's not another slip yoke or U-joint right here. So you don't have to worry about this, and the whole drive shaft will just slide out. Comment down below if you guys know anything about these trucks. It has an Allison M74, I think, Allison 1000, I'm not sure. This is a 2001 Silverado with Allison trans. I don't know if I have to remove the 4 bolts and then the drive shaft comes out. There's a bolt inside of here. I don't know if you guys can see it right there, right where my finger is. I don't know if that bolt has to come out and then the slip yoke comes out, but I don't even want to mess with the transmission. So what I did find is Since my drive shaft is a 2-piece drive shaft and everyone else's is a 1-piece, I could grease inside of here. This is what it looks like, what I'm talking about, and there's no grease left in here, so that for sure needs to be greased. So I'm gonna grease this, hopefully it gets rid of the clunk, and then there's just like some splines in here. I'm gonna clean this out and then re-grease it and reattach it and see if that gets rid of the clunk. If not, then that slip yoke in the front probably has to come out, but I don't even want to mess with it because I don't know if transmission fluid is just gonna come pouring out. So the next step is cleaning this, re-greasing it, reinstalling it. Hopefully that gets rid of the issue. If not, it's not the end of the world. Bro, this is probably the size of the drive shaft in the 240. And it's only the rear one. That's insane. Anyways, look at how much grease is in here. There's literally no grease in there. It's bone dry. Regardless, this drive shaft needs to be re-greased, so I'm gonna put grease in it. If it doesn't fix the issue, then it's gonna be the slip yoke in the front, but I don't know how to remove that, so I'll worry about it another day. But hopefully just greasing this fixes the issue. Maybe the clunk's been coming from the rear. So let me re-grease this. I'm gonna just use this multi-purpose grease that my dad had. I couldn't find my Red and Tacky or my Lucas, so hopefully this works. It's just grease, should do the same thing. I'm just gonna pack the grease in with this random rod that I had. So I'm just put the grease in, stick it in there, and just make sure everything has a nice coating. That's how much grease I'm leaving it. That should be good as long as everything's coated. Let's get it reinstalled and move on to the next thing. Now that the drive shaft's done, let's move on to the front. I'm gonna move the truck up a little bit. I'm gonna jack the truck up and then we're gonna start replacing the tie rods in the front to get rid of all the steering slop. And I might re-tie in the steering nut that's in here somewhere. So I just wanna make this truck drive as best as possible for this next drift day. It needs all the suspension refreshed, of course, but for now, this should make it feel a little bit better. I'm gonna remove the wheels right now, check the tie rods, see if they really need to be replaced, but I'm pretty sure they do. Have the tie rods in that box over there. Junior's working on his bike right now, but it's just so sick. It sounds crazy. Good Beamer. All right, let's get started on this. Replace these tie rods and then move on to the winch. This is the tie rod we're gonna be replacing. I should have bought the inners too, but sometimes it's such a bitch to remove them from over here. And this usually doesn't wear out all the time. Like this boot is completely intact, it's not leaking anything, so it should be fine. So yeah, I think this is straight. I didn't want to buy these. I'll replace those later when I do the whole suspension refresh. I just wanted something to make the trip a little bit better. And I'm pretty sure the tie rods are shot. I mean, just look at that. So that for sure is not as best as it could be. That's for sure probably affects the steering. So I'm gonna replace the tie rods. Hopefully this fixes the steering. If not, then I'm gonna tighten the steering nut as well and see if that fits. But look at how tiny these fool's gloves fit me.
Well, I just inspected it and I was looking at this while he was turning the steering wheel. These have no play, but the pitman arms do. They're in there. It's these that have play. Those right here. And if you see, go ahead. If you look in there, those have more play. Before the steering rack or whatever you want to call it even moves.
I had Janelle take a look at it because I didn't want to replace the tie rods if they didn't need to be replaced because I'm kind of in a rush right now and I can't waste an hour right now if I don't need to. So I didn't want to replace the tie rods and then I go to drive the truck and it drives the exact same. I'd rather just wait to replace all the suspension. So I'll go return those tie rods. The truck doesn't have any crazy vibrations or anything, just a lot of playing the steering wheel. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna try that trick that a lot of Chevy truck owners do, is they tighten the steering nut on the steering box.
He's gonna go see his girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's why he's in a rush.
She rushing me, bro. I'm gonna tighten that steering nut box and see if that does anything. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about right now. The steering nut I was gonna do, but literally, like, it's hella hard to get to, so I'm not even gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna deal with that until I do a video on making the entire suspension refresh. So the last thing for right now is Janelle's gonna help me figure out a way to get this winch, and I bought the mount for it. So this one just connects to the tow hitch receiver. If I blow the motor on the 240 or something happens, I'll disconnect the trailer and then put this plate on the rear hitch, and then that should be able to put the 240 onto the trailer. I have a spare battery for my old 240, and I'm gonna use the spare battery to power the winch, but I don't know how to do all that. So Janelle's gonna help me make a setup right now, basically like a portable winch setup, just in case the 240 goes down. But we're gonna work on that. It's already getting late. I still have to go home. I have to pack all my tools, pack everything to leave, and load the car onto the trailer. But we'll see what happens right now. Hopefully this is easy. Here. Go. Alright, let me open up the winch and let's figure all this out. I'm gonna just time lapse it, and then after I'll show you guys how Janelle helped me set it up. Janelle, help me out. Thank you. Appreciate it, though. Yes, we got the winch all wired up. It's all nice and mounted, and it's pretty simple. Literally, the quick power disconnect right there. This goes to the battery, and then this one right here goes to a negative. So that's gonna be connected to the battery, the spare battery I have in my car, and then it just literally, you just engage it right here. It has the power switch inside of there, and then this is wireless. So I just wanted to make sure that if the 240 broke down, I had a way to winch it onto the trailer, because my girl's probably gonna be with me, and I don't know if anyone else is gonna be there. The homies are supposed to be there. I don't know if they're gonna be able to pull up or not. I just didn't want to risk the car not being able to go on the trailer. Truck's ready. I still have to load the trailer, bro. It's 8:13 right now. Let me go load up the trailer, head over to my girlfriend's house, show you guys all the tools I'm bringing, and we'll see what's up from there. Alright, we're back. Right after Janelle's house, when we wired the winch up, I was supposed to go pick up the 240, but when I went to go take the trailer out, there was a car blocking the gate, so I couldn't get the trailer out. It's a few days later, and today we should be able to get the trailer out and load up the 240 and go hit the spot or go hit the track. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do yet. I'm gonna load up my tools, go get the trailer out, head back to my girlfriend's house, and see what we do from there. I didn't really record me loading up the 240 because my dad was helping me, Edgar was helping me, my neighbor was helping me. Bro, it's such a bitch to load that car, but I'll show you guys later how we unload it. Got the 240 in the back right there. I got all my tools loaded up. I'm still gonna show you guys my tools and what I bring for a drift day. I gotta start driving. It's gonna be like a 2-hour drive, 2.5-hour drive with traffic right now. But the truck's full of gas. I got all my tools, 240's ready. I almost left right now. Edgar reminded me to get my wheel locks. Bro, I would have literally been fucked. I would have not been able to put on my drift wheels on the 240. So if you're watching this, bro, thank you, Edgar. Came in clutch. I don't know what I would have done if I forgot that shit over there. 2 hours later, I finally made it to my girlfriend's house. Got the 240 in the back. Bro, this truck, of course, as soon as I try and show you guys everything on the truck, it starts fucking up. It has a notorious Chevy cluster problem. Don't worry, I'm gonna get a new cluster. That's gonna be in a future video. But the entire drive, it didn't do this until literally right now, the second I picked up the camera. But the truck did amazing. Let me show you guys how it looks like hauling the 240. Truck did great. Hell yeah. Good rig, good rig. Temperature was good. Hauled it like it was nothing. For like 30 minutes, I completely forgot about the trailer. Let me go ahead and unload everything. I'm gonna show you guys my tools, everything that I bring to a drift day, and then we'll move on from there. And then I gotta go to Home Depot, buy some wood, and I gotta buy another tool, and that should be it for this video. all my tools here. This is, in these 3 boxes, is basically everything I need. I got a couple more things in here that don't fit inside of here. Got the trailer spare right here. These are the ramps for the trailer to be able to get the 240 on there. Let me unload everything, show you guys everything I bring. And then we're gonna be going to the store and stuff to buy that other tool I told you guys. And yeah, I just got back from Home Depot. There's 2 things I wanna show you guys before I end this. There's 2 things I wanna, babe! I'm not putting that in the video. Hey. Like I said, there's 2 things I want to do in this video before I end it. 1, I want to show you guys my tools I got back here. Everything I take to a drift day. And then 2, I got a new sim drifting setup, so I want to show you guys that. That's what I've been playing for the past couple weeks and getting the hang of. And that's why I'm excited to go driving again, so. You want to record? Yeah. As you guys can tell, I love Milwaukee. Hopefully one day I get sponsored by them, bro. That'd be crazy. But anyways, here's my setup that I use for basically all my mechanic tools. So right now I have a bunch of random tools. I'm probably not gonna need like 40% of them because I don't know if I've said in the video, but I haven't been working for a while. So I've been taking a lot of mechanic side jobs whenever I can. So a lot of the tools in here are mainly like tools I need for like jobs and stuff that I go like mobile mechanic work. So I just left them in there because it's good to have them. So I'm probably not gonna need most of this, but I'm gonna basically go through my entire setup and show you guys everything I'm gonna bring to this next drift day. And we also just went to Home Depot. This will be the first thing I show you guys. I bought this tire inflator and I bought 2 batteries. So there was a deal at Home Depot where if you buy 2 batteries, like a starter kit, you get a tool for free. And this tool right here, this tool costs like $180 by itself, and I paid $200 for these batteries, and I got the tool. If you guys are watching this, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna upload this soon. Hit your local Home Depot. They always have these Milwaukee deals like a couple times a year. But let me show you guys the actual thing. Oh, it comes with a new charger. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. I just made my girlfriend go with me to Home Depot at like 9 p.m. just because I wanted this tool. I wasn't even gonna buy this, but last minute I was like, you know what, this would be a good thing to have because I didn't have my compressor. Some of you guys have probably seen this before. Put the battery in there, turn it on. So you just bring it up to your tire, turn it on, and then you put the PSI that you want. Oh, that's cool. So I think this just screws straight onto the valve cap. Damn, it actually like, there's like, I don't know if you guys can see. Damn. So this is gonna make drift days a lot easier because obviously you just need batteries. I always have batteries charged, and later I'm gonna buy a big M12 battery to fit inside of this, but let's see how long the 5 volts last. So I'm really hyped about this. This is gonna come in clutch because obviously since my car is low horsepower, I need to raise the tire pressure up to like 50. Last time I ran my tires at 60, but this time I think I'll probably just bump it up to 50. But yeah, M18 tire inflator, the first tool. That's a big part. So that's the #1 tool I want to show you guys. I'm really excited about that. All right, now let's run through my packout system. The entire system is on wheels. So literally, I can literally just wheel it out of here, wheel it onto my truck. And then when I actually load it up on my truck, I take it apart and load it on my truck. But this is like, once everything's off the truck, you can just roll this around wherever. So to start off, at the very top, I have the Milwaukee, what's it called? I guess it's just like the ratchet socket set. What's really cool about this is like the compartments, they just slide out like this. So if you need to work on something underneath the car, something boxes out. A lot of this stuff I bought used, like even this top part I bought used. I think I bought it on Marketplace for like half of what they go for because it's ridiculously expensive. Before you go buy one, check Marketplace. There's always a lot of good deals on them, especially if someone's just letting them go because they need money or something. You never know. So obviously you need sockets, you need wrenches. That's the first #1 thing. The next box we have is the Milwaukee 4-drawer. None of my tools are organized right now, like I said. Soldering kit thing to hold the wires, crimpers, dikes, just some electrical stuff, multimeter. Yeah, these are called dikes. Wire strippers, extra light, buttons for whatever reason. I have a light in here. And obviously this is one of the main things that you need every drift day for sure is zip ties. These are gonna keep, half of my car is held together by zip ties. I'm not even exaggerating. My whole wiring harness in that car is held together by zip ties. Second drawer, bolster holder things right here. So basically when you take a bolt out, you put it in there. I don't think we'll need this for the drift day, but I already had it in here. Extra wire in case you need to test something electrical in the car. Big ass wrenches. This is the size for the crank hub on my KA. That's why I brought this one. I forgot why I brought that one. And an adjustable. This is gonna fix half your problems at the track. Tire pressure gauge, because obviously you want to check the tire pressure, especially that's why I bought that machine. Tape. These are just the compartments for the pack out. I just got this box, so that's why it's not organized, but you guys will get the idea. Maybe right now I'm just showing you guys what's in it, and then I'm gonna organize everything, and then I'll do like a B-roll of how I organize everything. In this package, nothing on this side. This is for the winch that I bought that you guys saw earlier in the video. This is for the controller. I just have it in here. These are 2 battery cables that came with the winch. I brought them just in case. And then the last drawer, more winch stuff that I'm probably not gonna need. And an E-Torx kit. I bought this for the E30, but you never know when you need it. This is the 3 drawer box. This is the one I mainly use. This top one, gloves, heavy duty gloves if I'm doing heavier work. Pry bar, you need these for sure. This will save your life, literally. Just random screwdrivers, the multi-screwdriver, stubby multi-screwdriver, flatheads, picks and stuff, short flathead in case you need to take out some connectors or something, and a magnet as well. Just random stuff. Over here we have more sockets, so we have like a 27 mil, 32 mil, I think for the axle hub, I'm not even sure, 32 or 36. Some swivel sockets, more ratchets, extensions. This is basically like all the ratchet and extension drawer right here. That's it for that drawer. This drawer, all my wrenches are right here, all the ones that I brought with me at least. I got an extra light in there. These are all my pliers, so like channel grip pliers right here. More adjustables, vice grips. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a bunch of pliers and stuff. And then on this side, we have the needle nose, because these are the ones that I don't want to be digging through those to get these. All these basically do the same job. And then I got some hose pliers. My girlfriend's dad, did your dad buy me these? Or was it you? I think my girlfriend actually got me these for Christmas, and I've used the fuck out of them, so thank you, babe. So hose pliers, that's it for that second drawer. And then this last drawer I use literally just to hold all my guns and stuff. So my big impact takeoff, basically this is basically just for taking off the wheels and stuff. I don't think I'm gonna be doing anything crazy underneath the car where I need this. This impact stubby for smaller jobs. Drill to take out like valve cover bolts and stuff, and then electric ratchet, of course. So all that fits in there perfectly. This is the only thing that sucks about this, is to get to anything at the bottom, you have to take the rest of the system off, which sucks. But in here we have a bunch of like Permatex, PV Blaster, whatever, like all like my chemicals and stuff that I need in here, JB Weld. I have a battery jumper in here in case I need it. I have my power probe to test like electrical stuff, torque wrench, hammer, plumber's wrench. I have an extra charger in here, a bigger pry bar, funnel to bleed coolant. I have an extra set of sockets down there that I need to organize. But basically, everything in there is stuff that I'm not really gonna need, but it's there if I need it. Because like I said, I don't like taking off the boxes to get to it. So right now I'm gonna organize everything for tomorrow for more like a drift day, but those are the essentials I'm gonna be bringing. Of course, you need a jack stands, drift spares. I have all that in the car already. I have a big breaker bar and a huge pry bar. That's gonna help a lot. I have a big Husky light right here, just to light stuff up. And then don't forget these. If you have locking lug nuts on your car, make sure to bring your sockets for it. My winch is in the bed of my truck, in the toolbox. That's pretty much it. That's basically everything I'm gonna be taking at least for my drift day. I'm sure I'm missing some stuff, and the more drifting I do, the more I'll be able to bring the perfect setup every single time. But for now, I think this is a good starting point. And then whatever I don't have this time, I'll make sure to note it down and bring it next time. But yeah, that's basically my entire setup, all my tools right here. And I want to start driving a lot more, so hopefully I build the perfect setup. But for now, this will get the job done. I'm really excited about this M18 inflator. I'm gonna organize all my tools right now. I'm gonna eat, and then later tonight, the last thing I'm gonna show you guys is my drift sim setup. I've heard from other people that drift in real life, they started from sim drifting, or they just bought a sim to help them, and it helps out a lot. So that's kind of the idea I had behind investing in mine. Hey, what are you doing? Hi, stinky girl. What's up, Stagey girl? What's up, girl? What's up? Toby, why are you wet? Why is she wet? Sneak peek at my setup. This is the setup that I just replaced my old setup with. I used to have a Logitech G29, the wheel that everyone has, and I really like the Logitech like ecosystem. This is the setup that I chose just for ease of connectivity. I have friends that have the Fanatec and the Moza bases and stuff, and they said that it's a bitch to calibrate them and set them up to your liking. And then I heard everyone that has these loves them and say they're so easy to connect. They're just plug and play, and they have really good force feedback. So I went with the Logitech Pro pedals and the Logitech Pro wheelbase. Let me organize my tools, show you guys how they turned out, and then let's get into the sim drifting. That's how I came up with organizing my tools. I could probably organize it a little bit better. I still need to buy more tools to have my own set that's not in the garage. But for now, I think this will get the job done. I'm excited to show you guys the sim setup. I think a lot of you guys are gonna like it. So, see you guys in a bit. Like I said, the last thing I wanted to show you guys in this video was the sim setup that I got, because I really think it's gonna help out a lot. I haven't driven, obviously, ever since I got my sim setup. But let me show you guys the sim setup, and let me show you guys a couple clips of me driving. Hopefully it translates into tomorrow's driving. I don't really sim drift that much. I keep it at my girlfriend's house. Her parents are kind enough to let me leave it here because I don't have that much space in my house. So I basically only drift when I'm over here at my girlfriend's house. And it's not like I could be drifting all day. Logitech Pro wheelbase, Logitech Pro pedals, an Amazon shifter, regular USB shifter, and a regular Amazon handbrake. My PC is a CyberPower 3070 or 3080, I believe. I don't know shit about PCs. I'm not even gonna pretend like I do. I bought it off an old coworker. Runs great for Assetto Corsa. Literally the only reason I wanted a PC was for Assetto Corsa. And then the monitor is a BenQ monitor, and I just use it for Assetto Corsa. I have a couple other games, but the main focus of this entire setup is just to learn how to drift. There's not much else to it. This is a direct drive wheel. It goes up to like 11 Newton meters, I believe. And dude, this wheel feels so sick. Just the direct drive, like the response you get in between it, how powerful the wheel is. It actually spins back. The only thing is I need to buy the quick adapter to be able to put a normal like 350 millimeter wheel on this, because this wheel is too small. Like, this is my hand for comparison. And it's still fun, but I don't want to get used to driving on a small wheel like this. So I need to buy that adapter ASAP. The overall quality of the wheel is amazing. The buttons are great. Just everything on this wheel is amazing compared to the older previous generation Logitech wheels. I'm sure a lot of you guys watching have the wheels. That's my old wheel right there, the Logitech G29, I believe. I had an energy quick release on it, the generic shifter that comes with it, and the little pedals that come with it. This, compared to my setup right now, makes this look like a Happy Meal toy. And like I said, the Logitech G29 was great. It was really fun still. Obviously, it's the beginning entry-level wheel. But once you get the hang of it, like, it's not... I mean, I'm not gonna say I have the hang of it. I'm still learning. I'm still not nowhere near as good as like people that drift normally. But when I first started, I couldn't even drift the corner, and now I'm able to link a couple of corners. I still can't link the whole track, obviously. But yeah, this new setup is just levels ahead of that old setup. It makes the old setup look like a Happy Meal toy. The old setup just feels like a toy. This actually feels like a full-on sim setup. So I'm gonna get a couple clips of me driving to end this video and show you guys this setup and how it drives. And hopefully you guys get an idea. I thought a lot of you guys would think this is cool. So let me set up the tripod, take some laps out, and let me get some seat time before tomorrow. Alright, that's not a good start.
keep driving and driving until I get the hang of it, until I could link this entire track. Like I said, I literally pick a KA in this game because it's a lot harder. So if I feel like if I get used to driving with this car, if I hop into a car with more horsepower, just like in real life, it'll be easier. And I'm driving a KA in real life, so if I drive one in the game, hopefully it translates a lot more to real life, driving an underpowered car in the game as well as in real life. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this, my tools and everything, basically everything that I do to get ready for a drift day. And yeah, hopefully there's a lot more to come. That's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed any moment in this video, please consider subscribing. Drop a like, really helps out a lot, especially for a small channel like mine. Stay tuned for next video because I think tomorrow or the day after I'm gonna be taking the 240 to the track. I've been waiting to drive, everything's ready. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. But I'm excited. I'm nervous as well, but more excited than nervous. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. Later.